We live in the most stimulated generation in human history. Never bored, never fully present, never truly satisfied. From the moment we wake up, our brains are flooded. Notifications, reels, messages, news, music, dopamine hits stacked one after another. We scroll not because we want to, but because we feel uncomfortable stopping. And slowly, without realizing it, something dangerous happens. We lose the ability to enjoy simple things. We lose focus. We lose patience. We lose ourselves. This is not about quitting pleasure. This is about mastering it. This is the art of dopamine detox. What dopamine really is and why you're not weak. Dopamine is not happiness. It's anticipation. It's the chemical that says, this feels good. Do it again. Dopamine helped our ancestors survive. It rewarded effort, patience, and progress. But today, dopamine is hijacked. Social media, porn, junk food, endless entertainment, instant validation. These things give high dopamine with zero effort, and the brain adapts. The more dopamine you flood it with, the less sensitive it becomes. What once felt exciting now feels normal. What once felt normal now feels boring. That's why you can't focus on reading. You quit goals easily. You feel empty even after fun. Silence feels uncomfortable. This isn't a motivation problem. It's a dopamine problem. The silent cost of overstimulation. When dopamine is constantly high, three things happen. 1. Pain tolerance drops. Small discomfort feels unbearable. You avoid effort. You escape instead of confronting. 2. Focus collapses. Deep work feels impossible. Your mind jumps constantly. You crave novelty every few seconds. 3. Life feels dull. Real life can't compete with artificial stimulation. Conversations feel slow. Progress feels unrewarding. You don't feel depressed. You feel numb. And numbness is more dangerous than sadness. Why discipline feels so hard? Now people say, you just need more discipline. But discipline is built on dopamine balance. When your brain expects constant reward, hard work feels painful, waiting feels unbearable, growth feels slow. You're trying to climb a mountain while your brain is screaming, why? There's pleasure right here. This is why willpower alone fails. You don't need more force. You need a reset. What dopamine detox actually means. Dopamine detox does not mean becoming a monk, quitting pleasure forever, living a boring life. It means lowering artificial dopamine so natural. Dopamine can rise again. It's about retraining your brain to enjoy effort, silence, and progress. It's about making simple things feel meaningful again. The first rule, stop fighting discomfort. Most people detox wrong. They fight urges. They suppress cravings. They force productivity. That creates resistance. Instead, do this. When boredom appears, don't escape it. When discomfort arises, sit with it. When the urge hits, observe it. Say nothing. Do nothing. Just notice. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's the doorway. The power of boredom, the forgotten skill. Boredom is not a problem. It's a signal. It's your brain saying, greater than I'm no longer overstimulated. Boredom is where creativity is born. Clarity returns. Focus rebuilds. But most people kill boredom instantly. They never give their mind space to heal. If you can sit with boredom without escaping, you gain an unfair advantage. The detox pyramid, simple but powerful. You don't need to quit everything at once. Start with layers. Level 1, awareness. Notice how often you seek stimulation. Every scroll, every check, every escape. No judgment, just awareness. Level 2, delay. When the urge hits, delay it by 5 minutes. Just 5. This trains impulse control. Level 3, replacement. Replace high dopamine habits with low dopamine ones. Walking, writing, stretching. Reading slowly, sitting in silence. Level 4, reduction limit. The strongest dopamine triggers, social media porn, junk food, endless videos. Not forever, just intentionally. Why silence feels uncomfortable? Silence exposes you, your thoughts, your fears, your unresolved emotions. That's why we avoid it. But silence is where healing happens. Sit in silence long enough, and you'll notice. Anxiety rises, then settles, then clarity appears. This is your nervous system resetting. The hidden reward of effort. When dopamine is balanced, effort becomes rewarding again. You feel satisfaction from finishing tasks, improving slowly, doing hard things, being disciplined. This is earned dopamine, and earned dopamine lasts longer than cheap pleasure. Why you feel lost without stimulation? Remove distractions, and many people panic. Not because they need stimulation, but because they've avoided themselves for years. Detox forces you to meet the real you. This is uncomfortable, but powerful, because self-awareness always comes before transformation. The identity shift. At some point, detox becomes more than habits. It becomes identity. You stop asking, greater than what feels good right now, and start asking, greater than what builds me. You stop chasing pleasure. You start choosing purpose. This is where confidence grows, not from success, but from self-control. The long-term effect. No one talks about. After weeks of dopamine balance, time slows down. Focus deepens. Joy becomes subtle but real. You feel grounded. Life doesn't become louder. It becomes clearer. You don't need constant excitement. You don't need validation. You don't need escape. You are enough. This is why few people do it. Dopamine detox is simple, but not easy. It requires sitting with discomfort, letting boredom teach you, choosing long-term peace over short-term pleasure. Most people won't do this, and that's why those who do stand out effortlessly. The art is not avoidance. It's control. The goal is not to remove pleasure. The goal is to decide when and why. You enjoy pleasure more when it's earned. You enjoy life more when you're present. You enjoy yourself more when you're in control. That's the art. Final reflection. Ask yourself, when was the last time you were truly bored? When was the last time you focused deeply? When was the last time you enjoyed simplicity? Your brain doesn't need more stimulation. It needs space. And in that space, you'll find something rare in today's world. Clarity, discipline, freedom. This is not a detox for your phone. This is a detox for your mind. And once you experience it, you'll never want to go back.